today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Spin Master Star Wars Box Busters Tuscan Raider Attack and the Battle of Yavin. This is a new line of miniature play sets from the folks over at Spin Master Toys. It's recommended for ages 7 and up. Not only do you get one box buster, but you actually get two. These are two separate boxes that basically fold open and you get activities inside, a little activity playset. Spin around the back of the package. Boxbusters Tuscan Raider Attack and the Battle of Yavin. Challenge your friends. Tuscan Raider Attack, Luke Skywalker was attacked by the Tuscan's Raider after venturing to retrieve R2-D2. Fortunately, Obi-Wan Kenobi warded them off. Meanwhile, the Battle of Yavin. The Battle of Yavin was a major battle of the Galactic Civil War that led to the destruction of the first Death Star, and was one of the Rebellion's first major victories. You can kind of see how the sets combine. They don't really so much combine, but you can see how they kind of overlap to one another, though they are distinct scenes from one another. Other sets down below, there's the Battle of Naboo and Battle of Hoth, which would also be a really cool set to get, especially the fact that you got these little cool AT-ATs. Very awesome. To check out more from the folks over at Spin Master, you can go to www.spinmaster.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up, but when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Star Wars Box Busters Tuscan Raider Attack and the Battle of Yavin. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's have a look at the contents that come included with the Box Busters. You get the game instructions, and again, it's not really so much Spot indicated as more like little play sets, but it really boils down to a game. Ultimately, I might just end up using them as little cool display sets, but the game instructions: number of players 2, game overview, 2 players face off in an epic battle of planetary conquest in the Star Wars universe. Roll the dice, blast through your opponent's defenses, and capture their command center to win. Components: you get a Star Wars Box Buster Cube, as you see right here. You get combat die. This is what each player gets. So one player get a combat die, one player would get a cube. You have charge tokens, assault marker, which are these little assault markers here, and your charge tokens. And you get yourself a battle mat. I'll show you guys that in a second. Roll your combat die to score hits on your opponent's areas and finally capture their command center to win the game. A note on the cubes: your cube has 2 configurations. Shield up, which is the closed shield that you see right now, everything being closed up shop, and shield down, where the cube is open. As long as your shields are up, your opponent cannot score hits against you. Knock down your opponent's shield and then score hits, advance your assault marker, and capture your opponent's command center. And then on the inside, basic setup of the game. And let's go ahead, we'll just move these cubes out of the way here. Move the tokens. Spot's going to basically show you how to play these games here. So we have the Battle of Yavin. And what you will want to do, I'll show you what the board looks like. Unfold the battle mat, as we've seen right here. Place your cube onto the mat in the closed shields up configuration. The command panel and charge tokens are only used in the advanced game. So you're going to put, in the case of the Yavin here, you're going to put the cube basically right in the middle here. And then when it's activated, it will open up in the configuration that you see right here. How to play the basic game: if your opponent's shields are up, your attack knocks their shield down. Pop open your opponent's crate. If your opponent's shields are down, you score a hit. Roll the hit by placing your assault marker on your opponent's battle mat, covering Area 1 space. So let's see here. So we're having a look basically. You've got your zone. I want to make sure I've got the right side here. Yeah, I'm on the Francais side. There's the charge area right here, special attacks. And then you score hits on your next 2 areas. So you would use these little marker attacks to indicate your hit points. And so we'll just basically, we'll move everything out of the way here. Don't worry, Spot, we'll show you the actual cube in a second. We'll put the Yavin box right there. And you want to make sure that the Star Wars logo is facing up, because that's, when it opens up, you're going to see how, well, you'll see how it opens up in a second. So again, revisiting the game here. How to play the basic game. Both players roll their combat die at the same time. So these are your command dies right here. And just quickly showing you, if I can actually get a grip on it, quickly showing you here, you've got one side of the die says special, one side says shields, the shields on the other side, and you've got a hit, 2 hits, and a single hit, and then once again special. So again, if you both players roll their dice at the same time and compare results. If you roll more blast symbols than your opponent rolls shield, your attack is a success. If your opponent's shields are up, your attack knocks their shields down. And pop your opponent's cube, or pop to open your opponent's cube. So basically what you're going to do is every time you hit a successful hit, every time you score a successful hit on your opponent, you're going to take one of these little markers here. See how it kind of has that exploded look to it? See that? That's kind of cool. I like that. And you're going to you're going to cover the area space. Each time you score a hit, move your assault marker to the next area. So you start at area 1, and every time you score a successful hit, you move the marker down. And then finally, you move it to the command center where you can get your hit. As well as keep your the assault marker where it is on the battle mat. When shields go up, you must lower the shields again before you can continue advancing the assault marker. If you both roll special, the round is a draw, and then you roll again. Winning the game, the first player to move their assault marker to their opponent's command center, as you see right here, the scored a hit will win the game. And just so you see as well, oh, and also, you know what, let's quickly touch base on the advanced game. In the advanced game, the stakes are higher and the strategy is deeper. Each roll adds charge tokens to your command panel that multiply the effects of your future rolls and let you unleash powerful special attacks to win the game. Set up advanced game, unfold your battle mat, as you've already seen us do here, so that all 3 panels are visible. Place your cube on the mat in the closed shields up configuration, which we've already done, and keep your combat die, charge tokens, and assault marker nearby. In the advanced game, plays just like the simple game with a few changes. Each time you roll a die, you may place a charge token, which is charge token here. And if you roll blast, resolve the roll as normal and then place a charge token on the blast space in your charge area. So you can place your, let's see if I can actually show you here. You can take your charge token and place it in the charge area. You can charge on a hit, a shield, or on special, depending on which you prefer. And then, let's see here. The advanced game, just like the simple game with a few changes. And on future rolls, you may remove these charge tokens to add symbols to your roll. For example, see diagram. If you roll blast, you can remove that charge token and change your roll to blast, 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 which would be 3 hits as you move down your board here. If you already placed both your charge tokens and you roll a symbol you want to change or charge, you can move one of your placed tokens to a new symbol. Each area now has a built-in defense. You must hit the areas with the number of unblocked blast symbols shown in order to advance your assault marker. And again, you can see how you move down to eventually hitting the command center. The special symbol can now be used to activate the special attack. Combos listed in your command panel. Activating a special attack takes place of raising or lowering battle cube shields. And he also gives you an idea down there. So that being said, let's actually look at the cube itself. We've kind of already looked at the game for the last several minutes. Let's have a look at the actual cubes themselves. To activate the final cube, to activate the final hit, just press the button on the top. And this will open completely up. It's a pretty cool little mock-up of the Battle of Yavin. Just, you've got your X-Wing there, and you've got your TIE Fighter. They don't appear to be removable, however, which is kind of a shame. And then you've got a little couple of gun turrets on the sides there as well. And then finally, the finale right there. They fold up. Now, in order to fold them, you want to fold the sides first. fold the top, and then this folds over. The reason why is because these little tab points have to sit on the inside of, as you can see there, of the cube. Then this folds over, then that folds over top and locks everything in place. And again, activating it, just press the button and it opens it up. I'm not sure if Spin Master would consider this, but these little sets, if thought of being a little bit bigger and you had these as removable, that'd be kind of cool too. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have a look at these too. Was not even so much necessarily for the game, but just how cool the little cube is. Super detailed as well for how small it is. Just wish these could kind of be removable. You could have a little play set. Spot's always thinking of alternate uses for things, but yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool to incorporate that as an actual little play set that the kids could play with. And then finally, the Tuscan Raider attack is the exact same way. We won't touch base on the game rules because we've already had a look at them. To press the button, just press the top once again, and it will open up the Tuscan Raider attack. And I think that's what, is that a Bantha? I want to say Wampa. I think that's a Bantha. You got a little Tuscan Raider at the top there. A couple of Tuscans on the side. They don't make that noise, I know. And there's Luke's land speeder. A couple of little, there's a skeleton there, little skeletal remains. It's really neat though. Like, again, it's a shame that these couldn't be removable where you could actually play with them. But as a little small scenery kind of inspired playset, kind of think it's cool. And again, for its folding up, you want to fold the sides so that those tabs are visible. Fold the back, fold this down, and fold. There you go. And as you can see, the cube stays shut until you press the Star Wars logo again, and everything opens up. I may not theoretically, be honest with you, I may not theoretically play the game. Maybe if I have a friend over, I might say, hey, you want to give this a try. But I think the real fun in this is the actual play sets. If you want to call it, that is, a play set. If Spin Master wanted to, again, I would say make these probably just a little bit bigger and make these something where you could remove them. I mean, I'm looking at them and I'm thinking like Mighty Max, you know, like the old Mighty Max foldable play sets. Pocket, but it's more for the girls. Yeah, really fun little play sets. And as well, you've got the game if you wanted to get into the game, but I think the real money, to be honest, is the fact that they're just really cool looking play sets. Today's Toy Spot was looking at the new Star Wars Box Busters. We're having a look at the Tuscan Raider attack and the Battle of Yavin. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.